Hey, what's up, guys? It's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. We're here for Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 9. What's love got to do with it? Chaz and Branwyn. So, Chaz, Branwyn, and Branwyn's daughter, I did not catch her name, they all meet up. This is the first time that the daughter is seeing Branwyn in however many years that Branwyn has been in jail. Her daughter is now 19 years old. And I'm just like, you couldn't just drop you couldn't drop Branwyn off like you had to be there for that. I don't feel like you did. You could have let her have that moment with her daughter, but you such a fucking clingy ass weirdo that you feel like you got to go everywhere with her. I hate it. So the daughter tells us that she's a stripper and her mother used to be a stripper for 22 years before she ended up in jail. And the mom is kind of worried because she feels like stripping is a gateway to drugs and she doesn't want her daughter to be on drugs. And she tries to explain to her daughter that I didn't start off doing drugs at the club either. Like that gradually happened. So I don't really want you to be a part of that life, but your baby grown. And not only is she grown, like you ain't been there. So how can you tell her that you don't want her to be a stripper? Like that ship has sailed and you can only go from where you are now. So while they in the car, Chaz is making all these stupid ass comments about, oh, I understand that your mom used to be a stripper, and everybody has a past, and how does your boyfriend feel about that? And it's just like, shut your weird ass up. Like, the better question is, where did you come from, and what is your motive with my mama? Cause you seem like a weird ass nigga that's not even her type. So I'm just trying to figure out what this is. And when the daughter ends up talking to Bran, when she's like, I wanted to go for something different because I was tired of the men that I, used to date playing me. Because Bran used to go for apparently taller, more nice looking men that had some more money. They go to the salon and get their hair done, and he spends about $500 on the hair. I don't know if he paid for both of their hair or just for Brandon's hair, but he spent like $530 something dollars. Then they go to have dinner, and after they have dinner, he tries to pay for the meal. His card declined, and everybody's sitting there looking super embarrassed, and he's just like, oh, well, I guess you need another card, huh? So he goes for another card, and the daughter's like, you know what, I made some money last night, like, don't even worry about it, I got it. So she, count out her little money, and she pays for dinner. And in her confessional, she like, for one, I don't feel comfortable with my mama moving out to Kentucky with him, even though this is not the best environment for her. I don't want her to, move away from me again. And on top of that, I don't know this man, and I don't think he can take care of her because we out the dinner and your car already declining. Like, what is this? And I agree. I feel like Chaz might have over embellished how much money he had. And I feel like that's fucked up. So you lure a man with the fact that you're a Marine and you got money, but then when they get to you and they stuck because they inmates and can't go nowhere else, then it's revealed that you ain't got all that you said you had. It's a sticky situation for the both of them because Brandon ain't shit neither. So, it is what it is at this point. Wish them the best of luck. Then what also annoyed me at the end of the scene, Brandon says, I know it's gonna come down to me having to choose between my daughter and Chaz. And the producer's like, well, who you gonna choose? And she like, I really don't know. And I'm just like, I guess Branwyn, like, that should have been a no-brainer. You ain't been in her life all this time, and you had to think about it. I mean, I guess you can't even say that because you're in a situation where you're not even staying with your ass. So why would you not choose your baby? Let me know. Moving on to this disrespectful arse. Martell and Kayla. Kayla did Martella, child. Kayla did all that tire screeching just for her to go to the next parking lot and still wait for him to get out of the barbershop. And I'm just like, oh, okay, sis, if that's what you thought was the best thing for you, I was hoping that you left and didn't come back, but apparently not. So he gets in the car and she lets him drive. And she tries to explain to him why she's upset. And of course, he's being disrespectful, not listening. Her voice is elevated because she's irritated because it's fuck that I'm hungry. You gonna do what you need to do for you, and you don't give a damn how I felt. However, I waited 13 years for your raggedy ass. Like, I'm sorry. Like, my fiance would never. Like, she might cuss and everything else on the way to going to do something, but she not never finna leave me hungry. Like, never. Like, she work overnights, and in the morning when she get up at some point and I tell her that I'm hungry while I'm at work, she bring me something to eat. She might not want to because she's sleepy and she would rather be in the bed. However, she love me. And she's not gonna leave me hungry. Like, how did your partner tell you that they hungry and you just, well, I'm going to, I need to go do this. So it is what it is, bitch. You can eat whenever. Like, I know it ain't that big of a deal, but for me, like, that's one of my love languages, honey. You bring me some food and we good. But it's not even just that. He don't give a fuck about her feelings, period. Like, whatever she got going on, it takes a back seat to him. But you in her car. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no ends. You ain't got no ends or means. A pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. Like, what are we talking about? So she going off on him as she should, and he like, hold on, let me pull over real quick. And I'm just like, you was such a hoe ass nigga, cause what you pulling over for? Like, this about to be a altercation or something. Like, I don't like how he is with her. I'm sorry. Like, it be feeling like he be wanting to do something to her. And I don't advocate for violence, but Kayla is a better woman than I am because he's so damn disrespectful. I do not do well with disrespect, and I also do not advocate for violence, and nor do I think it's okay. However, there's only a couple times that you're gonna disrespect me before I just haul off and hit. I'm sorry. I'm not proud of it. And I'm so thankful that I'm with somebody that doesn't bring that out of me. But I've been with somebody that I've given a shiner to. Wasn't my proudest moment. His mother was very upset with me. However, don't disrespect me. I'm a good woman. So you're not gonna disrespect me. I'm sorry, because I don't disrespect you. Like, I try my best to be calm. Like, I am very patient. I will have the most patience with you until you take it too far and it's just like, okay, you playing with me now. And I don't like when people play with me. And that's what Marcel is doing. He playing with Kayla. And he would not play with me like that. Marcel would put his hands on me. Because I put my hands on him. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Feel how you feel. People would have upset with me because my mouth would get nasty. But she said all the right things. It's just you didn't follow through. Like, you talked all that shit. Like, what do you bring to the table? You don't have shit. You ain't got no money. This is my car. And he got in his feelings about it. And she told him, and you also can get the fuck out of my car. Since you don't care, you can get the fuck out. And he sat his goofy ass right there. I bet you did. Because what other silly ass female you gonna find like Kayla that's gonna let you? There's a lot of them out there. But you gonna have to find the bitch first. And convince her to let you stay with her. And you had time to get in Kayla's mind and convince her to let you do whatever. You got her when she was young. But at this ripe age of 38, it ain't too many goofy. It's gonna be hard to find a silly ass woman that age. You gonna have to find you a young girl that go for silly shit like that. But we not gonna sit up here and act like you don't need Kayla right now, because you absolutely do. Because I'm sure you don't want to go around your mammy house. You probably could, but that ain't where you want to go. Child, I'm so sick of Marcel. He's disrespectful, and I would not be able to do him. Like, I would not. So after that argument, they flip to the next scene, and Kayla is at a hotel getting ready to leave. And I'm just like, not you left your apartment. I'm sorry. He would have got the fuck out my car. And he would not have been at my apartment later that day, because I'd have got the damn locks changed. Or I'd have put the chain on that bitch. And if he would have broke that bitch down, now you're going back to jail. Now you're going back to jail. Because I'm definitely going to call the police on your ass. Because that's unnecessary. If I don't want you here, then leave. You had places to go any other times that you left. So, bye. So, she get back to the house, and he's sitting outside smoking a square, talking about, I feel like she completely overreacted. Like, it didn't even need to be all of that. Like, I don't know why she did that. She gets upstairs, and again, she is compromising her feelings and herself for this man, because she's sitting up on the couch talking about, do you understand why I did this? And he like, I mean, yeah, I understand, but I don't feel like it was that serious. And then he also says that he don't really feel like he owes her an apology, because he was defense and not offense. So basically, you the one that did too much. You owe me an apology. I don't owe you nothing. And I'm just like, Kaylin, you just gonna allow the shit? Like, the fact that you let him not apologize to you, you let him continue to drive your car, you let him stay in your apartment that he thought was dirty, that you pay for, while you paid for a hotel. Like, bro, got me all the way bent, bro. Like, it could never be me. And Kayla, I wish it wasn't you, because you don't deserve that. You seem like a really good woman, and you could find so much better than that jailbird nigga that has nothing to offer you and ain't trying to offer you nothing. Because I ain't heard him talk about a job yet. Let me know. Has he talked about getting a job or having a job, or has all he talked about has been going to the damn strip club and hanging out with friends and getting a bottle? Like, the nigga going back to jail at some point. So, Kayla, I want you to prepare yourself. Just go back home and send him back to his mammy house, because that's where he belonged. Then for all of that, you to forgive him, not forgive him, for him to forgive you, and talking about, but I ain't mad at you. Another nigga's like, what the fuck do you have to be mad for? Then you go and give him some. Child. Moving on. Lacey and Antoine. So Lacey meet up with her sister at this restaurant, and she basically get there and was talking shit about Antoine, like he ain't what he was when he was in jail. He did the switch up. He acted one way when he was in there, and then when he got out, it was a totally different situation. So sis did seem like she was too surprised. And when Antoine walks to the table, this fool done got another face tattoo. He already had one right here. Then he get one that stands for Washington, WA, right here. And I'm just like, okay. So Lacey immediately is pissed off, and she like, I specifically asked you not to do that shit. Like, who was gonna give you a high paying job with that shit on your face? And I'm just like, you'll be surprised. Like, some of these convicts, depending on your nationality, can sometimes get okay paying jobs. You see, what's his name? Chance. He got a job getting paid $20 an hour. Anyway, um, the sister end up asking him what his 5 year plans are, and he like, ma'am, I don't know what I'm doing in 5 days or 5 hours. I don't even know what I'm about to be doing in 5 minutes. I might not even be here at this restaurant. And the sister like, so you have no plans whatsoever? He like, nah, fool. I'm just like, get me out of here. Get me out of here and get him out of here. So Lacey says, do you know that any man would be happy to have me and I wouldn't have to go through all of this rigmarole of bullshit to get him to do what I need him to do for me? And he like, yeah, good luck with that though. And she like, you know what? And it looked like she kicked him up under that table. I said, I ain't even mad at you, bitch, because I probably would have kicked him too. Like, what you mean good luck with that? Like, good luck with where the fuck are you gonna go? To your mama house? I mean, I'm sure she gonna take care of you, but like, oh, you niggas make me like my head literally hurts right now because y'all be having so much audacity, and I really don't be understanding why y'all be having all this audacity. So after that, the sister says, "Why would you hurt my sister? Like, you know, you hurt my sister feelings right now, right? Like, sister, if you keep on, me and you gonna have a problem." And he's like, I mean, you know, I understand that. So they flip to the next scene, and Lacey, Antoine goes to see his mother, and his mother is, she's like she's still on something. Like she say she ain't drinking, but she on something because her speech is still slurred, and you know she trying to love on him, and he like like back up. I don't know. He seemed he's a little odd. I don't know if it's because of the 2 year solitary confinement, but it seemed like he really don't like to be touched, especially in the face, and like because he does it to Lacey too. So it's just like give me some space. Like I don't really want to be touched right now. They sit down and talk, and he wants to know what's going on with his mother's health, and she like, I ain't doing too well, son. Like I have to slow down on my drinking because I have cirrhosis of the liver, and I'm in stage 4, the stage right before you get to cancer. And he like, damn. And it's sad because I don't think he can express himself well emotionally, so all he can say is damn. But I know that deep down inside his feelings hurt because he's expressed to us that his mother is his best friend. And I know it's gonna be sad if she passed away because she has to stop drinking for 6 months to a year to get on a waiting list for another liver, and then who knows how long you have to wait on the waiting list. And it's just like I just pray that lady don't die before she able to get some kind of help, and I pray that she actually stop drinking because maybe that might motivate him to get his shit together if he see that his mama is actively trying to get hers together, because you got to lead by example sometimes. It's a sad situation. I honestly felt bad for both of them, even though they both put themselves in that situation. I feel like after a while, alcohol is definitely, it becomes a disease, and it's hard for you to get off of it. I've been with somebody that was alcoholic, and they have to have it, and it's a sad situation. Um, I really do hope the best for Antoine and his mother. Rick and Radine. So Rick and Radine go to this biker shop, and Radine try to get this $600 jacket, and he like, whoa, slow your Mustang down, Sally, because I don't have that kind of money. Like I ain't got $600. You need to be more in the 40, 50, $60 range, somewhere in that area. Faux leather, not real leather, baby. Faux leather. I don't know. I was like, why did you take her there then? Like, he said she's a Gucci girl. Okay, so what made you think that she wasn't gonna go in there and pick out the most expensive thing she could find? But okay, Rick. So after they buy her a jacket, which he ended up spending $250 that he did not have for it, plus tax. So close to probably $300 that he paid for a jacket. I'm just like, child, she don't even like you like that. You at this point you a trick, Rick. Rick the trick. God damn it. Cause that's all you is. Cause she probably forcing herself to have sex with you. And then like she say in the confessional sometimes that she love him and it's good, it's nice to cuddle and all of this shit, and I just like, at this point you trying to keep up appearances, bitch, because I'm not convinced. I can see all in your body language and your face and how you look at him, like it ain't how you is with K. Best believe that. So they go on top of some kind of viaduct. I don't know where they were, but he like, I just want to shout from the rooftops that I'm in love with this woman. And she like, well, ain't nobody stopping you. So he screams it. And then he ends up bringing up Kay again. She like, you about to piss me off with this Kay shit. You keep bringing her up. And I don't understand why. Like, you need to let that go for now. She said for now about 3 times. And it's like, Rick, I need you to read the room, sir. I need you to understand that you are temporary. And she keeps telling you, subliminally, but she keeps telling you that you are temporary because she like, let it go for now. Like, you got 4 years to enjoy me. Why are you trying to ruin it? Every time. And after that, they end up flipping to the next scene. And apparently they spend the night together. And like I said, she tells us that it felt so good to cuddle. And I'm just like, girl, please. Um, she says, I think this romantic relationship with Rick could possibly work. I just gotta, get into it. And it's just like, girl, if you ain't into it by now, and apparently y'all been messing around off and on for 10 years, then you're not gonna ever be into it, sis. Like, stop lying to us. Like, cause I'm not stupid. You lie to Rick, but don't lie to. I don't like when people insult my intelligence. Don't lie to the people, cause I already see through your bullshit. Um, like I said, they spent the night together, and he brings up again. He like, it was so good waking up with you, and I just want to revisit you moving in here. And she like, boy, if you bring that shit up one more time, like I'm gonna pop my cork. I done already told you that you're not gonna force me to move in over here, and I'm okay with the decisions that I'm making for myself. And it's just like, Rick, you can't be mad at that. This lady been in jail, and she's finally able to make decisions for herself, and I think she's making damn good when she ain't don't look like she's been back on drugs. And I feel like she made the best decision as to stay up under her parents' roof so they can keep her grounded and keep an eye on her. Apparently she don't trust. For one, she don't want to stay with you. And for two, she probably don't trust that she could stay off of drugs, because I bet she very much want to have some drugs after she keep having these silly ass conversations with you, because she's repeating herself over and over again. I would probably want to smoke too. Child. So her father calls her, Ray Sr. calls Ray Dean on the phone, and she step out of the garage because they're in the garage while they talking. She step out and she like, call me back in like an hour because I'm over here dealing with Rick. So Rick got an attitude. She come back in the garage after she get off the phone with her daddy, and he like, who was that, your pet convict? And she said, excuse you, who are you referring to? Because I know you ain't talking about Kay. She said, don't you ever in your old ass life disrespect Kay again. Do you understand? And he like, well, he's then I hate that Rick so passively tries to say slick shit. Like, that passive aggressive shit is annoying because she reads your ass every time you try to do that goofy ass shit. He said, well, I guess we'll see in 4 years. She said, yeah, if you're around. Because she'll be around. But I'm not quite sure if you'll be around when she get out of jail in 4 years. So you need to humble up a little bit. And she said, matter of fact, I'm about to walk away from you because I'm about to steal off you because you talking cash crazy. And I don't appreciate it. She said, Kayla ain't did nothing to you. You just insecure. So what you're not going to do is disrespect her. I said, I know that's fucking right. Say what you want about me, bitch, but you are not going to disrespect mine. I'm sorry, I probably would have went off the same way. Cause I don't like that. Like, I don't care what you say about me, even though I be feeling some type of way sometimes when people talk shit. However, by my fiance, you ain't finna play with her. I'm sorry. That's one person. My fiance and my mama, you're not finna play with them. Feel how you feel. So then after that, she walk off, go in the front, and continue to smoke her square. And Ramona come out, she like, what up, though? Ramona said, fuck you out here mad about. Like, you don't even like Rick like that, so what you up here in your feelings for? And Kayla like, Raydeen is like, you sitting up here acting like you know everything, and you don't. And she like, I know that you don't like him like that. I know that he like you more than you like him. You ain't even been over here. You don't come over here. You're not affectionate to him. It seems like the only thing you care about is his money. And I see through you. Raydeen said, I'm done talking to you. Ramona put out her square and going to her. She said, oh, girl, be gone. I said, not be gone, bitch. She said, get off my porch, bitch. What, K. Michelle? Get your ass off my porch. Get your ass off my porch, bitch. Hilarious. I just thought about that. Let's move over to Indy and Harry. Indy is still at Harry's sister house. And on the last episode, I could have sworn that his PO told him that you need to have a new address to me by the night or I'm taking your ass back to jail. So clearly he gave them Carla's address, which means he not even staying at Lydia's house no more. Indy, please go home. Because at this point, like, because you seem like you checked out. This whole scene, it seemed like Indy is about done and ready to go home and don't give a fuck. Child, she gets a knocked on the door while she up there playing with Coco. And in pops Miss Yolanda. I said, it's about goddamn time. Please gather your child and gather her belongings and get her the fuck up out of here. Please. Because at this point, she's wasting her time. And we ain't seen that baby go to school yet. Every time we see Indy, we see the damn baby. Why is baby in at school? Everybody else baby at school seem like they care something. So Yolanda's like, so where's Hurry? I love that accent. So Mama said, call him and tell him you want to meet up. So Indy calls him and she like, I want to meet up so we can talk. He like, you want to talk? And she like, yeah. He like, okay, I love you. And she didn't even say I love you back. I said, I know that's right, Indy. Like, don't even get that motherfucker any more of your energy or your affection. And I'm glad that Indy has checked out. The fact that she even allowed, even though her mama was going to do it anyway, but the fact that she did not try to get her mother to not meet up with Harry is an indicator that Indy is pretty much over it. And I'm so glad. Auntie's advice, if anybody from over here watches her, told us that Indy said that she ain't with him no more, and they her and her kids are thriving. So I'm happy to hear that. Because Harry ain't shit. So they meet up. Harry think he about to get in the car, Indy, and lo and behold, it's Miss Yolanda, and she like, what up? And he like, oh shit. And as he says that, she locks the door. She like, let's go for a ride. And he look at the door like, damn, I can't even get the fuck up out this bitch. And when I tell y'all, I lived for this whole scene because she read his ass completely down and he couldn't do anything about it because she's a bounty hunter and she already had them cuffs on deck ready to arrest his. I promise you, y'all, I thought that she got in contact with some people down there in Ohio. It was like, Harry ain't where he supposed to be at. So do y'all want me to go down there and get him? I only charge a small fee. I will actually do the shit for free. Because it's my baby. Just let me go down there and get his ass. Like I want to arrest him. Please let me arrest him. I feel like that's what type of side Miss Yolanda was on. But she get right to business. And she like, who the hell is Terry? And why the fuck every time you and Indy get in an argument, you go to bring it up, Terry? Don't you ever sleep on my daughter. Don't sleep on Indy. And he's like, who's sleeping on Indy? She said, apparently you is. And then she says, why did you have her come down here? And he like, have her come down here? I didn't do anything. She said, you full of shit. Because you didn't tell her not to come down here too. He said, yes, I did. She said, well, you ain't try hard enough. Because she's still down here. She said, Indy tells me everything. And I know that you ain't really say come down here, but you also didn't tell her too hard not to come down here. And then she tells her, he like, you're not even letting me talk. Like you said you want us to speak, but you're not even letting me talk. She's like, all right, so talk. And he ain't saying shit. Because he don't have shit to say. Like, she's like, okay, well, why do you keep saying that you want to talk, but you ain't saying shit? She said, you went in 17. Once she started really getting his ass, he started feeling some type of way. But he couldn't do nothing but sit there like a toddler and look upset. Because what you gonna do? You're not gonna do anything. You can't do nothing. Because she'll arrest you. She a bounty hunter. She damn near fuck you up in that car. And not feel two ways about it after she do it. Boy, she'll probably choke your ass up. And you wouldn't be able to get up out that motherfucker. I promise you. Miss Yolanda look like she can get out. With women and with men. Please don't get it twisted. So, she said you went in 17 and you came out 7. She said everybody in this situation stupid. Indy stupid and Terry stupid too. She said you ain't even got nothing. While you sitting up here trying to play me. She said you might be able to play them games on these little young girls, but you ain't gonna do it to me because I can see that you're full of shit. You ain't even got no explanation. I said, you better go off, Miss Yolanda. Then, this is what did it for me. After she said everything that she needed to say, and he thought that he was about to have grace to say something, she said, and she pulled up, she said, get out. He looked, she said, get the fuck out of my car. And what'd he do? He had his ass out. I said, I know, Miss Yolanda. I knew I liked you. I liked you from the beginning, ma'am. I promise you I did. Like, that was everything. I completely lived for Miss Yolanda getting in Harry's ass, and he couldn't have that energy that he had. Anybody that know what chin check the fuck out his ass, he's not going to have that energy for. He knew better. And I'm so glad that somebody was able to get in his face and humble him. Shout out to Funky Dineva. And I need somebody to do the same to Martell, like, because what Kayla did wasn't enough. It becomes null and void once you fold. You folded. So everything you said in that car, it don't mean shit. Like, yeah, you read him down about him not having shit and what do he bring to the table. But at the same time, like, you ain't say it with your chest. You said it, but you ain't say it with your chest. And that's real unfortunate. Child, did they kick off Tiffany and Kevin? Because we ain't seen them in about 2 episodes. I knew once usually when they add another couple, somebody about to get dropped off. But we'll see in the next upcoming weeks. This has been Love After Lockup. Please drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what you thought about the episode. And also, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've been a subscriber, please let me know what else you want to hear from me. Like, I watch Housewives. I watch most of all of the WeTV reality shows. So please drop down in the comments and let me know what else you guys would like to hear me talk my shit about. And I will see you guys in the next one.